Good morning. Thank you to everyone who is attending the meeting today. For those of you who do not recognize me, my name is Angela Walker, and I am a technical administrator in the IT department here at Tees.
Hello. For those that do not know me, my name is Mackenzie Dalby.
And I'm Lacey Shira.
Our president and CEO, Mr. Jim Smith, has requested that we implement a new BYOD, or Bring Your Own Device policy, effective immediately. Yes, you are still allowed to bring your device or devices, but there are new rules in place that you must abide by in order to continue to offer this option to you. Of utmost importance is that you understand the security risks that the company is taking by allowing each of you to enjoy this privilege. Let me explain a few of the risks so that you may get a general idea as to why it is imperative that you follow the rules of the policy. As a note, each employee will receive an email memorandum with the rules and regulations of the new policy.
Today, we will be discussing risks associated with employee practices both inside and outside of the workplace, and how it can potentially place your data at risk, either through the loss of data or compromising of data integrity. If you decide you would like to bring your device to work with you, it cannot be jailbroken or rooted. Additionally, the operating system on the device must be up to date. Jailbroken, rooted, and outdated devices pose a much greater risk because they are more susceptible to malware infection, and it is possible to download applications from unknown sources onto these devices. Further, the company has limited control over personal devices. Ms. Angela will share with you some of the potential risks posed by limited control of devices.
First, for lost or stolen devices. If your device, for example your smartphone or tablet, is misplaced or stolen, any company data, that is emails, records, etc., is potentially exposed, leaving the confidential information unsecure. In an attempt to try to avoid this problem, a strict company password will be required, as well as a requirement that the owner of the device reports it lost or stolen within 24 hours. A second risk is in the event that an employee is terminated or resigns from the company. When you do that, your device goes with you, which of course, so does any private company information that may be saved on the device or devices. Unless a member of the IT department removes the company data prior to your departure, again, the risk of exposure can occur.
Data loss or lost or stolen devices are ineffective personal protection. In order to avoid data loss, you're going to want to store your data and have a backup of the stored data. You don't want to lose it and not have it on a backup. In order to prevent lost or stolen devices, you're going to want to keep your device on you, or at least lock it up when you're not around. I mean, devices are expensive and you just don't need to take that chance. Ineffective personal protection. This is a big deal. You need to change your passwords regularly, and you need to keep them a secret. You don't want to keep them your birthday or your name or your social security number, for instance. You want to change them regularly and not something somebody can guess. Other risks of the BYOD policy include data integrity, unsecure open networks, and cloud service. Measures taken to ensure integrity include controlling of the physical environment of network terminals and servers. So, like, in other words, restricting access to data.
Because your device or devices go home with you every day and are used to, quote-unquote, surf the net by any browser for personal use, this also poses a security risk due to hackers. We have decided, in order to try and reduce the risk, to designate Google Chrome as the only browser used, and for each device or device to be configured by our IT department.
Now we need to speak about the devices themselves, like Android and iOS. You need to have a device that you don't have to worry about having any more risk. There are more Android devices used by 0.4 billion people, but the number of mobile attacks is a huge jump from iOS. Android is at 81% and iOS is at 4%. That's a huge difference there. And it's also a bigger difference with infected devices at 1.3% with Android, and then again at 0.76 with iOS. So like I said, you really need to look into your device and look at the statistics on it, because you don't want to get a device that is going to have like mobile attacks with Android. That's a lot. You got to be safe. So that's all I have really to talk about today, but if you have any questions, I can answer them.
Also, just as a reminder, in regard to the memorandum each of you will receive via email, there is attached a mandatory user agreement form to be signed and turned into IT before your device is approved for use.
We have pamphlets in the bag. You can grab one on your way out and research the risk, and you can get preventions for it. And there's pamphlets to help you pick a device also. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you all have a great day.